It's so amazing. We came in, we rehearsed yesterday for this, and you walk in and you see how many seats are there, and you got to tell yourself, okay, don't pay attention to how many people are going to be here tomorrow. Just focus on all the great entertainment and this wonderful showcase that I was blessed to host, and I had a blast. It's like an adrenaline rush. You get out there and you just run, and then it's over, and I'm here talking to you guys. It was wonderful. There were so many, like seeing the Mufasa trailer for the first time, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Jeff Bridges with Tron, getting to meet Rachel and Gal from Snow White. I mean, there's so many moments. Pete Docter breaking down everything that's coming from Pixar. It was all just magical. It really was.
There's nothing like this. Yeah, it's so special, to interact with the fans and get to feel this energy. It's a reminder of like who's out there waiting for these stories to come out, and important for me as an actor, to experience these and go back to the set and tell everyone, hey, listen, they care, they care about what we're doing. There's a point on all of this, It's been 2 years and a half of work, for this second season, and last also, and I've been playing this role for 10 years now. So it's a long time, and I'm very proud of what we've made. I'm very proud of the story. I'm very proud to be part of this family. I work with people I admire and I respect, and I've learned so much from. So I'm very lucky.
It's amazing. It's always so much fun to just have the fans really experience it for the first time and see it for the first time before anybody else. And there's just so much love in the room and so much energy. Well, I love what I do. I love my character. Sam Wilson is somebody who I've been able to look up to for a long time, and now being able to play him and be an inspiration for a younger generation of young men and women is something that I've always wanted to do in my career.
You can feel people love movies, they love Disney, and that's part of us wanting to come along.
You heard the wave of the response when I said, we got any Avatar fans here at all? You go out on a limb when you do that, but I think the response was a good one. I would say biggest privilege in my career, to know that people care about this story that was just, an idea at some point, and then I share it with my team, and then we turn it into something, and then we, get this amazing cast to bring these characters to life. And I think they have a reality now. Sam is Sam, and Jake is Jake, and Jake has a life now, and we keep feeding into that life and that story, and that story will go on. It'll go on beyond us.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's a kind of an amazing feeling. And you see it there. Look, they're here for all the Disney things that they love, obviously, but you could tell that there were some Avatar fans out there. And it's a privilege. It's truly a privilege to create something that resonates with millions of people.
They're pretty hyped up crowd. We're talking about a very specific set of fans, so they're probably the hardcore fans. They seemed really excited, right? The ground is shaking a little bit.
You can feel the stage. Just a whole lot of love, as usual. The fans have been amazing throughout, and it's been really incredible. And just to be there with them and to see their reaction, feel their reaction was pretty incredible.
With the fans in that room, the excitement was palpable, and it was our first look, at the show as well. And it looked really great. Everybody looked really great, and that's that feels great. And you could feel that. And this whole event, this whole day, has been pretty special, pretty extraordinary.
Oh my goodness. Well, one, to be able to come back to D23, we'll start there. The energy in this hall, in this arena, in this stadium is, well, it's bigger than ever before, and it's amazing to have been able to sing We're Back, which is our first song from Moana 2. To be able to sing it in that environment, truly, I've only ever sung it in a recording booth with maybe 10 people. This was so much better. And then to come back to Moana. Moana is a character that is so close to my heart. It is not taken for granted that we have a sequel. That feels incredible, and I can't wait for fans to see it. Yes, Tiana Liufo and Nonosina is such a beautiful dance troupe, and we got to see all kinds of different Polynesian dance tonight, from Samoa to Hawaii, and it was, my little heart is so proud to be able to see this on such a big stage, and know that also Moana has been making waves, and Moana 2 will continue that wave of learning about voyaging and wayfinding and learning more about the Pacific culture. We are so grateful, and we're also so special, so I'm glad that people are learning about us.
That was awesome being out there. The energy of that crowd was great, and here's the thing that hit me as I went out there, like right as I stepped on stage, is I've had the privilege of wrestling in this arena many times. This place has been rocking, and it has been nuts. That was a different and unique energy, and just as crazy, just as nuts, but Disney-fied, which was really cool, and I loved it. Probably what makes, for me personally, what makes Maui the most fun to play is just how people have reacted to Maui over the years. And to tell you, there is not a place I go. The number one thing I am always asked about anything that I've done, whether it be in film or wrestling or anything, it is always, oh my God, could you sing You're Welcome?
It was amazing. I mean, first and foremost, it's an enormous privilege to be at D23. The fans and the supporters of the work here, they know exactly what they're looking for. They know exactly what they're looking to feel. They know when it feels right. So I think that moment that we had just there, where they saw the trailer and then they roared collectively, no pun intended, but they roared together. I think for us, we're all just on a high right now. We're on a high. We're like, okay, it was all for a reason. It was all for a purpose. They felt what we were hoping they would feel. So we're just all really bubbling right now and deeply grateful. That's the king, you know, King Lebo M. So I mean, you know, we're deeply grateful to have him part of this journey. You know, he's always been part of the Lion King. He's always been the heart of the Lion King. So to have him and the great Lin-Manuel Miranda and, in my opinion, our greatest filmmaker Barry Jenkins all come together and produce this picture, you know, I'm deeply grateful to be here. Blessing, you know.
It's so fun. I love being with Seth. I think that's why it works. We get to record together.
Yes,
which in animated
improvise
movies
together. Play
is
off
pretty
each other.
rare.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. We get to be this little like comedy duo in the midst of this kind of serious, intense movie.
Yeah.
We showed the audience the first official trailer for Mufasa: The Lion King.
And what was their reaction?
The reaction was insane. I mean, it's like, I'm not a rock star. I make movies, so I'm not used to stepping onto a stage and there's a stadium full of people. It was pretty wild, but it was really wonderful too. I think The Lion King is larger than life, and that projection was very much larger than life. You know, you don't, they told us what this would be, and I still didn't have a really solid idea of what it would be, and you walk out, and I don't know, the way people greeted Lebo, who sang before we came out, was just like really humbling, you know? It kind of fills you with awe, to be honest.
I was overwhelmed. You know what was the coolest part was seeing like the kids who play young Scar and young Mufasa like taking it all in, and it's like, I remember being that age and when I first saw The Lion King, and I could only imagine what it's like for them to be a part of The Lion King. It means so much to all of us. So that was like, I was kind of channeling them, and we were all little kid dudes, you know what I mean? Living our dream for a moment. So this is really, that's one for the books.
It was awesome. The audience is so excited. They are so activated and amped. To have the trailer big and beautiful like that and get a real-time feeling from the audience. It's similar to theater. we get that real-time feeling. You don't usually get that in film. So it was a beautiful thing to experience with that huge audience. I don't know how many people, I didn't know how big that stage was or how big the theater was, and that was mind-blowing to see walking out there and in unison, people screaming and yelling for this movie. It's pretty amazing.
Well, they experienced an amazing movie that's coming out, I think December 20th. They're in for a treat, really. It's amazing, amazing piece.
Yeah, everyone got to hear the song, the trailer. It was so cool. We've been working on it for so long, so it's so rewarding to finally see everything play out and hear the song. And I'm so excited to hear everyone's reviews and reactions on it.
I've never had such a how do I say this? I've never had such an uplifting audience. Really, they were all just such a big crowd of people, really, to perform in front of, and they just make it feel easy, really.
We were able to sing a part of an amazing song that's a part of the show I'm representing, Agatha All Along, and it was so amazing to be able to perform with the cast all together. We haven't seen each other all in a long time, and it really did feel like magic up there. It was so fun. Well, I mean, I don't know, but I really do think that it surprised them when we took our hoods off, that they thought that it was actually all of us, which was like, oh my God. So it was, I don't know, it felt very witchy. It's so different from you.
It was fantastic. Yes, it was fantastic. There were 18,000 people screaming, and there was so much smoke we couldn't see.
It's a little nerve-wracking when you are going onto that vast space, but it was exciting, and we sang the song well.
We just sang our witches chant from the show Agatha All Along. And yeah, I don't know if they saw anything else like this at D23.
I mean, listen, we were harmonizing live.
Yeah.
And it was a little perilous at moments.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smoke. They saw a lot of smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, the energy was electric. They were like so excited. Everyone's like just dying to see more content. So I'm glad we were able to get it.
It's a warm crowd, easy crowd.
I think that the show is not what people are going to expect it to be. I think that people have a idea of it in their heads, but it's nothing like what people think, which is exciting and great.
Wow, we had such a great show. I mean, we opened with Moana 2 and an incredible song. Eloise came out and sang. Dwayne joined her. It was just, the Moana love in the room was incredible. But people got to hear the first song from the film, which was really exciting. And then Zootopia 2, we had a great tease, some great animation. Jennifer Goodwin came out and showed them a little bit of what they can expect with some reptiles maybe, and a little bit of aquatic animals as well, in a lot of comedy, which was fun. And then I got to tease that we do have an original coming, and I also got to tease an image for Frozen 3 for 2027, which is really fun.
I mean, first of all, just stepping out there is crazy. It's a huge auditorium, a lot of people, a lot of very excited fans. So, you know, at certain points, it was like, I don't know, I might have to go backstage because this is pretty overwhelming.
What a dream to be able to do magic with 12,000 people, and what a great group. The Disney group at the D23 was an incredible experience, and I never imagined being able to one day make a deck of cards. I worked really hard on it creatively. I was very excited, and to actually give this to 12,000 people and then to do magic with it to them. And the deck, you know, so the D23 is for the event, obviously, but since Disney began with animation, I actually made the deck animate. So if you look, I don't know if you can see here, but see how it actually animates the moon? Can you see that? Yeah. So it was really fun for me to even just create this deck of cards, and then performing with everyone was one of my highlights in card magic. What's incredible about the Disney audience is they're here for wonder. They're here for magic. They're here for all the things that I strive to be able to bring to people. So it was a pretty serendipity. It was a blessing. So for the first time, normally I work for years on developing a trick and then I perform it. And you only see the actual performance and the reaction. this is the first time that I'm showing the process. And what I searched for was incredible people from all over the world that are doing real things that I feel look like magic, and then meeting them, finding out about their lives, and then seeing the process of what they learned by attempting it myself.
It makes it even that much more special because when you're making the movie and then you come and bring just a snippet of the idea that we're making it and we have all the fans' reaction, that's who we're making it for. So it makes the movie that much more special. This was the first time at D23. And this is my first time at D23 altogether, yeah.
Really,
so really fun.
It was incredible. It was incredible. It was incredible, and what's so great.
So beautiful, and just to see the reaction is so exciting.
It was exactly what we hoped it would be.
Yeah.
It was my rock
great.
star moment. I can't sing, and I've never walked out onto a stadium filled with people about something I'm doing, and that was the moment. So
it was so special.
I'm very high from the whole thing.
Being here at D23 is an amazing experience, and you told me a bit about it, but I didn't really know what to expect. But seeing everybody dressed up and like the love for Disney, it's just off the charts. It's amazing. And then for us to get to bring the magic of Disney on Broadway and the West End, it was so special, wasn't it, to perform? The audience was amazing. You just felt just so much love.
It's the first night of D23, so you know we're going big or we're going home, and it's Disney, so we're going big, right? So to be able to get to be in the Honda Center, I mean, it's epic. Like when we first walked in, we were like, what is happening right now? And it's completely packed. People are like losing their minds over everything, which is just so exciting.
So many announcements, like we
so
just
many
stood
announcements.
there, The Rock
Like
goes by.
Right. I'm like, there's the Rock. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
like
we were
Zoe's out
geeking
there.
out.
I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
And we're like, let it go. I love it so at all. But and we got to make announcements. Disney on Broadway did, with being able to announce that
We
Frozen.
are doing Disney Plus Frozen in 2025, and we're so excited. We've been bursting to talk about it, and now finally we can, and we're so proud of what we did, and it's really exciting.
And we're celebrating 10 years of Aladdin on Broadway, which is pretty incredible, I will say, to be able to say that the show has been running for that long, knowing what it takes to put on a Broadway show, and to be able to last that amount of time. And it's 30 years. It's an anniversary for Disney on Broadway. It's 30 years of Disney on Broadway.
Wow.
So it's we have announcements too.
Any opportunity to work with these guys is just an opportunity I'm going to take because they're amazing, and I feel like we've all kind of become like our own kind of family, you know what I mean? And our new castmate Daniel kind of fits right into there.
Being able to do this and having the opportunity to do this, I'm so grateful.
Just the fact that they're excited to see us there is, I'm going to be processing that for the next month.
Percy Jackson Season 2, I don't know if we could have been more excited because we know what's coming up. It's going to be bigger and more exciting and even more incredible than Season 1. But then to be here and share that with all the D23 fans just brought it to a whole new level. It's pretty amazing. I don't think there's anything quite like D23. The amount of enthusiasm, the amount of love, just in one place. It's us and several thousand of our best friends just out there celebrating Disney. It's incredible. I've never done anything like it.
It's been under wraps for so long, so it's really exciting to get to share any kind of look with an audience that cares so much. It's been really, really amazing.
It's incredible, like Rachel said. I can't wait for everybody to see the movie. It's classic and beautiful and inventive. It's just magical.
Yeah, as a diehard Disney fan myself, who I feel like I see every release and opening weekend, it's like getting to show it to your best friends in a way that you're just like, you won't believe what we did. And so it's been really, really amazing to get to hear their live reactions too. It's just such an instant gratification that what we made is cared about so much, and that's a really wonderful thing.
I'm always grateful, and I have to pinch myself for the love and the appreciation and the respect that we get from our incredible audience. So yes, I'm very, very lucky, grateful, and privileged for all this love.
It was a great, great ride. It really, really was. And I think any of the fun that I was able to have was a product of working with folks who were equally as invested and having fun with me, you know, and just going on a journey and seeing what this could be. Everybody brought something so incredible to that table, him included. So this was a fun one for sure.
You know, Dominique is, her performance is so dynamic. It's beautiful. It's colorful. She created something really amazing with this character. So I'm really excited for all of us.
They showed a clip of our show Ironheart, and it was amazing to actually see so often you don't get to actually see the fans and feel the excitement in the room of something when you're working in film and television. So the excitement, the screams, getting just a little glimpse of this world was really cool.
We are excited. This is an incredible universe to be a part of. So I feel like we are just as giddy as them on this side.
We brought Ironheart, and it was brought an exclusive clip for everybody to check out. Brought the cash, and super excited about everybody seeing their work. We've been working on it for a good amount of time, and it was an incredible shoot, and just looking at the dailies, we knew it was going to be special. The filmmakers put they all into it. Great writer Shanaka Hodge, Zoe and Kelsey really brought it. From Marvel, and we just had an exciting time making it. So I'm excited, man. And we finally got to share it with the home team here at D23. I mean, it's a lot of people, but you can tell they all care. They care about this stuff. So it's definitely the elevated energy, but it's so much warmth there. There's so much trust in us. These characters that people love, and you feel the anticipation. Everybody wants it to be great. So I mean, it's an experience like none other.
It's so special. I mean, as a Descendants lover myself, I just remember being so obsessed with the Descendants films and the music and the spectacle of it. It's so spectacular, and getting to kind of share in the franchise in this new reimagined way, and the thought of it impacting another little girl like it impacted me growing up is just all you can ask for, truly.
It's a magical world to step into, and I think that magical world stepped into our reality, which is all you can ask for being a part of something like this. And with this crowd, I mean, we heard it was 18,000 people. That's insane. What a crazy, crazy headline. So it's an honor.
And this is our first performance as a group. Since the movie's been out, we've never done a performance, all 7 of us. So it's really special. We were all backstage so giddy and excited, but it was that's what made it special, was getting to do it with everyone.
But it was a lot of fun. We rehearsed all this week, and we were really nervous. We spent all day getting ready, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. I'm so excited. The freaking audience was just
electric.
That's the word tonight.
It's always fun to come back here and feel be a part of the Disney family, bringing just wonderful projects like Avatar and this new original film by Pixar called Elio, and I just cannot wait for all these wonderful projects to come out. My sons are here, so it's their first D23 event, and they're so I'm just stoked because it's giving me massive cool mom points.
My movie is Elio. The new trailer is really awesome, and I think the fans outside enjoyed it, and the whole crowd was going crazy. It was really cool, and yeah, again, the stage was super magical, and it was so amazing being on there.
Tron Ares, the third installment of the Tron Legacy, which I can't believe we started back in 1982, over 40 years ago. We got 9 Inch Nails on music on this one. So I'm hoping the fans will be as excited as I am to see a bit of the film.
I mean, it's like I've never been to D23 before, and this is completely unreal. Like, no one told me there would be so many people here. It's crazy. I mean, we just wrapped our film just a few months ago. Our incredible director, Joachim Roning, is editing right now. And to give this sneak peek is really special for us because we get to see a sneak peek too, and it really reflects our hopes and dreams for what we think the movie is going to be, and I think it's going to be amazing. I mean, it's all about the fans, especially for something like Tron. I mean, this franchise has been around for 40 years, and it is something special to be part of something that has, it feels historic. And to make it like a community event, it does feel really good.
You know, the Tron series of films has a real high bar when it comes to composers and score and music. So when it was offered, we were excited, and we're up for blowing everybody's minds in the process.
I mean, this is bananas. I mean, I've never been in front of 12,000 people before in my life, so that was a bit intense in a good way. Because these are my people. I am a Disney super fan, and if I were not on stage, I would have wanted to be in that audience. So this has been such a celebration for me to get to share anything about Zootopia 2, but also to see everything that's coming. Well, I feel like the thing about Disney films, and this has always been the case, they are always timeless, they're always universal. There's always some point in every Disney film where I ugly cry. And it's something that, and I usually then ugly cry later when I think back to that, whatever that moment was. There's always some lesson I learned that makes life better, and I feel like all of us who appreciate this kind of filmmaking, like we really, there's a lot that we actually have in common, and there's an optimism. There's just a real optimism to Disney fans, and I love living in that space. It's been a number of years since Zootopia 1 came out. And though this has been in the works for, I want to say 7 years at this point, this is the first time that we've actually been able to talk about it. And so to be able to share that, you know, Nick and Judy are going to go on new adventures and new places with new characters, I feel like it's a gift for me as much as it's a gift to share it.
It was literally a rock concert. I mean, that's crazy. But you think about how long the Toy Story films have been around. 30 years. That's a lot of goodwill.